Hello and welcome to another episode of Miracle Tutorial. Today I'll be talking about the words those are mispronounced quite often. Just as a caveat, do not consider good pronunciation to be a replacement for good thoughts. So let's get started. Two things that you have to keep in mind when you pronounce the word is that the first thing is that if the sounds are correct, that's well and good, but you need to also keep a check on the stress on the right syllable. For example, like the word university, if I stress it in a wrong way, all the sounds are correct in it, like university. If I stress it at U, it becomes university. If I stress it at ni, it becomes university. If I stress it at ver, it becomes university. It's our first word, Attache. It is called as attache. Attache. Now, attache is actually a briefcase that is used, and it could be mispronounced as attache or attach or attache. So let me put the syllable in the right position over here. Attache. See the point? So the stroke you can see before and above the t sound. That means that particular syllable has to be pronounced with a greater stress than the other syllables. Let's go to the next word. So our next word is chic. It is called as chic. Chic. That means smart. Etc. Let's go to the fourth word. I know this word is quite common to everybody who does mathematics. So this word is tough to pronounce, and in short you can say this as stat, but if you want to go for the correct pronunciation of it, it becomes statistics. Once again, statistics. Statistics. Science. Science. Now this word, even if you say it as society, is not wrong actually, because it doesn't make much of a difference. But if you want to be very specific about pronunciation, then you have to say it as society. Society becomes society. This particular word is pronounced as delivery. Now this word over here is a kind of a tree and is pronounced as banyan and not in some other way. Banyan tree. This word out here is pronounced as idea. This word over here can be pronounced in both. I can actually pronounce both in American and British English. Like in British it is pronounced as laboratory. Laboratory. But in American English it is pronounced as laboratory. Laboratory. So the next word over here is geometry. Geometry. The next word over here is trigonometry. Quite similar to geometry, it becomes trigonometry. Trigonometry. Now this word over here is pronounced as linen. Linen. So it becomes linen. Now this word over here is pronounced as vegetable. Vegetable. Comfortable and not comfortable. Comfort. There's no fur. It's like table. Table. Comfortable. Comfortable. Vegetable. Comfortable. Now this word over here is pronounced differently in two different places. Like for example, if you have got a compound in your house, so you're going to not say compound, you have to say it compound of my house is so big. Compound. Another thing that you have got, like in chemistry, you have got so many compounds, like methane or other things, so you have the compounds in chemistry. Compounds. When you have to say that in Like in mathematics, you have got a chapter called as compound interest. In that case, you're going to say it as compound interest. Now this word over here is pronounced in two different ways. When it's a noun, it's pronounced differently, and it's a verb, it's pronounced differently. For example, if I say, I increased my percentage, I increased, I'm speaking with a z at the end. But when the same thing is a noun, it's pronounced as at a z at the end, it's pronounced as increase. And also see the stress on those things. In the verb form, like I increased, the stress is over here, cr. When it's a noun, I use a stress on the in syllable over here, so it becomes increase, a s, increase, 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 increase. It's a verb, it is increase. It's a noun, it becomes increase. In the same way, you can go for decrease or a decrease, decrease or a decrease. This is specific, so you see the stress is on C. And the second one over here is specificity. Here the stress is on specificity, not tent, okay, important. This word is an abbreviation actually for a French word that is called as Rsvp, and the full form of this is répondre s'il vous plaît. Répondre s'il vous plaît. That means please reply. Most of the times you can see these kind of words written in the invitation cards. Now this one over here is called as à la carte. À la carte. When you go to a restaurant and you look into the menu, maybe in the bottom of it you might find this particular word written, and that means a menu that from which you can order. So this, like an a la carte restaurant, that means you can select food items from their given list. That means a la carte restaurant. The another word that quite close to it is also called as table d'hôte. That means where you're served a fixed number of meals when you order. You don't have a menu to order. That is called as table d'hôte. I don't remember the spelling of it, which is why I'm not writing it, but only I remember the pronunciation. So it's called as table d'hôte, and this one is a la carte, and the other one is table d'hôte. Here you've got words from chemistry, and that is quite often mispronounced, especially in India. Like the first one is called as calcium, and it's not calcium, it's calcium, and this one is potassium, calcium. This word is pronounced as automobile, mason. You can also pronounce this as mason, but not mason. Mason. And you know what mason is? The person who built a house. I think this is enough for this episode. If you want more videos, you can just write that in the comment section so that I can make some more videos for you. There are plenty to come. So till then, au revoir.